Welcome to the Wakem universe, where fan theories come to life, hidden details get uncovered, and your favorite worlds get even more exciting. Let's dive in. The DC universe isn't just a comic book setting, it's a narrative multiverse that has been rebooted, rewritten, and restructured more than any other in comics history. Unlike Marvel's more subtle retcons, DC has gone all in on full-scale reboots that reset entire timelines, erase or merge characters, and sometimes even acknowledge the real-world editorial decisions behind them. So today we're breaking down every time DC hit the reset button and why. The first major rewrite happened in 1985 with Crisis on Infinite Earths. At the time, DC continuity was a mess. Decades of stories, alternate Earths, contradictory origins, readers were overwhelmed, so Crisis was created to clean house. The multiverse was destroyed, and in its place came a single unified timeline. Heroes like Superman and Wonder Woman got new origins. Some characters, like Supergirl and Barry Allen, died and were gone for years. This was DC's first attempt to modernize its mythology, and it worked for a while. But continuity doesn't stay neat. As the years went on, writers introduced new concepts, alternate versions returned, and timelines started to diverge again. By the early 2000s, it was time for another reboot. Enter Infinite Crisis in 2005. This event brought back the idea of a multiverse, sort of. It revealed that the multiverse had been altered, not destroyed, and characters from the original Crisis began returning. It was less about wiping the slate clean and more about restoring what was lost. Then came Final Crisis in 2008, a more abstract event that dealt with gods, cosmic forces, and the idea of story itself. It didn't reboot continuity in the traditional sense, but it set the stage for major changes. Bruce Wayne seemingly died, Darkseid's influence shattered reality, and the multiverse was now a confirmed structure again. But things really changed with Flashpoint in 2011. This event showed Barry Allen going back in time to save his mother, causing a ripple effect that fractured all of reality. When the dust settled, we got the New 52, a complete reboot of every title. Every hero got a new #1 issue. Origins were reimagined. Some characters like Superman had no marriage to Lois, and others like Wally West were erased entirely. The New 52 was bold, but controversial. It modernized the look and tone of DC, but lost a lot of the emotional continuity fans loved. To fix that, DC launched Rebirth in 2016. This wasn't a full reboot, but a meta correction. It revealed that someone, later revealed to be Dr. Manhattan from Watchmen, had stolen time and memories from the DC universe. Rebirth reintroduced legacy characters, fixed relationships, and tried to blend the best parts of the old and new timelines. It was less about starting over and more about putting things back in place. But even that wasn't the end. Next came Doomsday Clock, which explored how Watchmen characters had tampered with the DC timeline, then Dark Knight's Metal and its sequel. Death Metal introduced the concept of the Dark Multiverse, a nightmare dimension filled with twisted versions of heroes. At the end of Death Metal, the multiverse was rebooted again, but this time as an omniverse. Now all versions of continuity, past, present, and even Elseworlds, are canon. Every story counts. Every timeline exists. And even after that, DC launched Future State, a possible future timeline showing what might come to pass. Then came Infinite Frontier, a new publishing initiative that embraced the multiverse as a storytelling tool, not a continuity burden. Why does DC reboot so often? Some of it's editorial, new leadership wants a fresh start. Some of it's creative, writers want freedom to reimagine characters. And some of it's strategic, reboots boost sales. But more than that, DC has always treated its universe like a living story, one that evolves with the times, a mythology that can be rewritten, broken, and rebuilt again and again. So where are we now? With James Gunn's DCU reboot on the way, DC is about to be rewritten again, this time in live action, and based on the comic history, that reboot won't be the last. The idea of multiversal change is baked into DC's DNA, whether it's Crisis on Infinite Earths, Flashpoint, or Dark Crisis, the DC universe will always be a story in flux. And that's the beauty of it. It's not just about resetting canon, it's about asking bigger questions. What makes a hero timeless? What stories matter? And how do we honor the past while still moving forward? Thanks for tuning in to the Wakem universe. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, peace.